Hello there, and welcome to another album review of The Shield Dude in the Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and tonight we're going to talk about the ninth album by the band Norma Jean, and it's called Death Rattle Sing for Me. And this band, this is the follow up to All Hail that came out in 2019, and that was a very like impressive album, and I really love Polar Opposite that came out a few years earlier, and I've followed them since the 2000s when they started more as a metalcore band. But this is a band that has a lot of lineup changes. So right now, the people that are on the band are not the same people that did the first album. So if you listen to their earlier material and their last albums, there's been a change and a shift in sound. This is not your typical metalcore by the numbers band. No, they do experimentation. And on this album number nine, I can say that this is an album that really uh, flourishes with modern production. They use a lot of electronics and sounds to add to the music, and it adds layering. There's Marfcore, there's some alternative, there's even some grungier type of songs on this album, all mixing well together with the modern production style to give it, uh, atmospherics to the songs. And I think that's why it makes this album so good, in my opinion. The album has 13 songs and it's like 52 to 53 minutes in length. Uh, I can say that I really like the album. There's only two songs that I would take away from the album that I felt were more filler material, and that was Paralela and Elroy, which are like very short. They're not instrumentals per se. They have like some lyrics. Paralela has like some singing in it. It's like really quiet. And Elroy is more synth with something that the singer is like saying softly in some parts. But you can take away those two songs, and I don't think they would hurt the album at nonetheless. So those are the only two tracks that I would say are a little bit of filler. But other than that, the other 11 tracks are just great. Uh, I know that the first single they released, All for the Blood, at first I wasn't that invested in that single. I thought at first when I heard it that it was kind of strange to be used as a lead single. And it is a strange type of song for them because it has like some different arrangements and uh, some different type of vocals, but it doesn't have like a really catchy chorus to it. So I thought it was an interesting choice. So it didn't grab me right away, but that's the second song on the album. And now that I've heard the album in full, I understand the song, and lyrically, it's very potent. The album starts also very weird with the song 1994. And that song starts like really slow, and then he starts singing and he shouts more, and the lyrics to that, it's all about, like we have the world has gone to shit after 1994. And I must admit, I like 1994. There's some evil stuff that happened there, but they set up the mood and start with two songs that start the album differently, because I remember All Hail was a more aggressive type of album. I think this one's more similar to me in the vibe that they did in Polar Opposite, which is one of my favorites albums from Norma Jean, besides the old ones like Redeemer. Uh, what they do in this album is they have some songs that they play more with the atmospherics, like songs like Call for Blood, 1994. Also, Heartache, that's the last song on the album, but I'll talk about that song later on in the review. But then you have songs that go like really hard, like Wave, but Wave with a two W's and two B's. I don't know why. That song is one of the most aggressive songs on the album. Also, Any Percent, I thought that was pretty aggressive as well, and shorter to the point, less than 3 minutes. But you have a song like Sleep Explosion. That's one of the singles that they released. And I thought that that was a very good single. And that's a song that the title says it all. You know, there's some slow parts, but some explosive parts. And when they go in the aggressive, like they're aggressive, but you also, there's a lot of feeling in the singing and the lyrics as well. Uh, I think another track that I liked that was a single was Sperming Revolt. And on that one, the song starts with the lead singer shouting, Death Rattle Sing for me. So the title of the album is in that song. And that song seems like it would be more radio ready, like a song that would be played more on alternative rock radio. It has some aggressive parts to it, but also I like the guitar on it. The drums are great as well, and the bass. And I think it's a song that it's the third song on the album, it picks up the pace a little bit more on the album, makes it go a little bit like faster than the first two songs that are more experimental, if you will. Uh, Memorial, Horde, and Aria Obscura are some other great songs, more atmospherics. They use more of those like electronic sounds, uh, and you like the electronics give like more space to the songs, uh, different dynamics, and I like how they used it in a manner that it's not a crutch. It helps the song, but it doesn't take over fully with the use of the modern production. And I think that's why I like almost all of the songs on this album. Uh, my favorite tracks would be A Killing Word, which is one that they released as a fourth single and they have a music video. That one just has some great riffing, very Norma Jean earlier type of sound. And Penny Marks is another one that has, well, the album closer, Heartache, it's the longest song on the album, almost 8.5 minutes. And that is a song that plays with spacing and atmospherics very well, and it starts slowly building up. Great bass on it, great guitar melodies, and there's a great guitar solo like at the middle of it. And that's another song that the lyrics are very good. He's singing in some parts like he's not meant for this world, and you feel a lot of pain and angst in that song, and it's a great album closer. So, like I said, there's only two tracks that I thought were more filler that I would take out, and they wouldn't hurt the album. But even though Norma Jean doesn't sound the same as what they did, they haven't lost the essence of the band. I like the evolution that the band has had. I think their latest members and how they're playing now, I think it makes them stand out from other metalcore bands that have stayed in that formula. So, yeah, sometimes the album can be mellower and sometimes it can be aggressive. If you want something that's more aggressive all the time, maybe this won't be the album for you. But if you like music that takes chances, experiments, and plays with atmospherics, I think this Norma Jean album you will enjoy. So, what did you think of the new Norma Jean Death Rattle Sing for me? Did you like it? You didn't like it? Comment. What were your favorite tracks? I would really want to know. If you like the videos I'm putting out, don't forget to give me a like and don't forget to subscribe. I have more content on the way. So until next time, this is Hector, the Shield doing a couch, and I'll see you right here on the couch. Thank you and good night.